defend your ancestral land, Ooni of Ife, Wole Soyinka tell Nigerians. They said the selective approach of the Nigerian government to security in different parts of the country points to an internal colonization agenda which is happening with the nod of the government. Ooni of Ife, Obadeye Ogunwusi, and Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka have asked Nigerians to rise up and defend their ancestral land since the Mohamed Buhari-led administration was idling in protecting the lives of citizens. The duo made the declaration in a statement on Wednesday after a meeting in Ogun State. They said the selective approach of the Nigerian government to security in different parts of the country points to an internal colonization agenda, which is happening with the nod of the government. The statement reads in part, "The present development is not new, nor has it lacked warnings. Numerous times, voices have been raised and resistance mounted against the evolution of internal heirs of to external colonialism, be this manifested by military elites or by religious or economic groupings which flaunt their scant recognition of or respect for human dignity, civil rights and sanctity of human life. The state has cultivated the art of looking the other way until forced to confront reality. In this regard, the recent ultimatum delivered by a sectarian order to the president of this nation to set up the so-called Ruga cattle settlement across the entire nation within a stipulated time, despite national outcry, should be acknowledged and as entitlement under the bounty of freedom of expression. In return, we exercise ours and call upon Nigerian nationals across state demarcations to defend the sanctity of their ancestral lands. This birthright has never been annulled, not even under colonial occupation. We have in mind destructive forms of social transactions that characterize people groups such as nomadic cattle herdsmen and their umbrella groupings in the nature of Mietiala. And also, Professor Wole Soyinka tells Malami to go back to sleep. Soyinka said this at a press conference where berated Malami for declaring the Western Nigeria Security Network, also known as Amotekun, illegal, advising those who were sleeping while Nigerians were being killed to go back to sleep. He said, "Some people who have been sleeping all this time, taking belated actions, watching the citizenry of this nation being decimated, villages being wiped out, farmers being chased off their lands, no, not merely in the northeast or northwest, but also down to south, Ogun State, Bayelsa, to east, Enugu, are telling us that this initiative is illegal, unconstitutional. I think they should go back to sleep. There may be criticisms here and there. That's normal. It's expected. There will be fears that this might be misused. There are possibilities of correction, but to say that a people don't have a right to defend their lives, to secure their means of livelihood, to flush out the evil elements among themselves. I am talking about ritual killers, kidnappers, armed robbers, and 419ers. Soyinka further said that branding the security initiative as illegal when the people wanted to tackle what the existing security units had been unable to check is an enemy action, unpatriotic and inhuman. I prefer to believe that the government itself has not spoken. I refuse to believe that any serious government which cares for its citizenry will raise an objection to this kind of initiative, whether they raise it or not. Amotekun has come to stay. Amotekun is a creation of people about humanity, not about legalism. Amotekun is only a part of the story. We all know the criminality derived from many causes, among them poverty, hunger, desperation, sense of alienation. Amotekun should not just be about crime prevention. It should not be the only solution to insecurity and criminality. There have to be initiatives for amelioration of the impoverished condition of our people. We should move from Amotekun to Aro Sinku Both should be complementary. In other words, we should start thinking in terms of how to feed our own people. We must think outside the normal parameters of productivity and distribution. Hunger is real, poverty is real, and it is very much with us. Amotekun, yes, Arosikun. We think also of the needs of the stomach. I don't want to use the expression stomach infrastructure that already has a bad odor, and those who promoted it would know very well whose stomachs they were looking after. I prefer just aro arosikun. Okay, arosikun. Amotekun and arosikun both combined to end criminality once and for all our community in our community, even as we aspire to get the desired results, according to Wole Soyinka. So guys, the first part is when the Ooni of Ife and Wole Soyinka, they are telling people to defend their ancestral land, to defend and do the needful. And again, according to Wole Soyinka, that the people who have been sleeping before, they just suddenly, woken up and begin to say something is illegal and all of that. Of course, there could be corrections to be made here and there, but just to come out and say, oh, this thing is illegal, that when all of those things, the reason why this security outfit is being established or being put together in the first place is as a result of insecurity, which the conventional security of the government cannot even have not been able to handle. So people are trying to defend themselves to say it is illegal, but when people are being taken down on a daily basis, what did they do? What have they done? Nothing. They have not done anything. So it's telling Malami to go back to sleep and telling Nigerians to defend their ancestral land. And someone says here that there's no doubt Malami must be ashamed by now. If Malami is convinced that the outfit is illegal, then he can approach the Supreme Court by using the state government state by using the state government. Until then, he should keep his mouth shut. Wole Soyinka, thanks for your wise advice. My prayer is that Buhari's and his cabal will listen to your voice of wisdom. I hope so, and I pray so. Someone say, God of mercy, where are the lights or perhaps darkness of Murik, aka Akintola and Tinubu comments on this? And they are not Yoruba. Are they not Yoruba? Akintola, I'm waiting for your comments. No, Akintola has been talking about how Buhari did not give us his daughter at the age of I don't know, because the guy is 22, according to that is what Akintola is talking about. He's not seeing what is happening now. All this Amotekun, he's not seeing anything. He's still busy with Anan Buhari, the daughter of Buhari. That is what he's talking about. If you go and check out that. And someone says, Professor, no be Taiwan terrorist, professor from some region talking as bloody Babylonia. Wole Soyinka the Great, worldwide, Gbusa Gbusa, long life, sir. Okay, this person is talking about, okay, that this one is not a Taiwan professor or tourist professor. And someone say, please educate Malam the more. He is still a student in law, an uncivilized and untrained public officer. As long as Buhari and the Kaba are in charge, the conflict between the constitutional democracy and unconstitutional fulanization agenda will be in a fight. Hmm. You know, fit. Hmm. And someone say, thank you, sir. This is a great assertion and proposal. And someone say, supported professor with what he has said. Somebody is supporting, they're supporting what Professor Wole Soyinka, has said, that the AGF Malami should go back to sleep. Someone says Nigeria is shaking. Everybody should wake up. Let's leave sentiment apart and face reality. Thank God eyes are being opening to see why the civil war took place. Anytime a child wakes up from sleep is our morning. I pray that our people should not go back to sleep again, but rise to defend their land. Yes, so defend your land from Fulani slaves. They are land grabbers. I am so sorry for Hausa for allowing Fulanis. I believe a reasonable Hausa man will be weeping inside of him now. Our tribe should learn and protect their lands now. I so much uh, love Benue. they will never give out their land to those slave and grabbers Fulanis. Middle Belt should team up and reject these killings by Fulanis. So guys, it's your turn. Let's hear what you think about all of these things. Ooni of Ife and Wole Soyinka saying defend your land, defend your ancestral land, and Wole Soyinka still telling Malami, the AGF, who says Amotekun is illegal, to go back to sleep. Leave your comments and let's hear your take. Bye.